So let's just hop right into it without any further ado. Except Nick, caller?
Yeah, I'll fill in.
Awesome. Here we go.
I'll post the map right now. The map.
Let me pan the camera to where you all are.
Okay. All right.
So as usual, I'll kind of describe the situation and the area, and then I'll hand it over to you, Dick, to talk to everybody and build a consensus. So, you all have been exploring this underground facility beyond the cavern, if it's fair to call it the Cavern of the Purple Worm, if we, where you discovered last time an illusory, some sort of illusory guard or something threatening a hidden treasure that sits upon the mound, and you decided that you did not have the magics to pierce the illusion and the potential safeguards within. And you also spoke to the Oracle, which is where you learned of this treasure. It is apparently the staff of greatest power that a mage could possibly wield. And you returned past the cavern back into the facility, back into this structure, because Magnus remembers the pathway deeper underground into what he has claimed he slew an army of ogres or something, big hulking humanoid type things, and with his new spell that he crafted, but that it was some sort of temple of chaos. But somewhere down there is a pathway into the gut, the massive underground highway that could be your freedom, your escape from here. But you are not currently on the path of the mushroom path. Instead, you're clearing out a series of rooms to the east of that path, relative east. And you come in here, and this is what you see. The air in this place is clear. In fact, it is unusually clean. The stones, the walls, everything is different here. It smells like incense. The floor is completely free of dust. It is surprisingly warm. And you see here a beautiful but middle-aged woman surrounded by several other beautiful women in those like belly dancer type outfits. And the room is adorned and surrounded with pillows and couches and other delights of the senses, incense and what do you call it, hookahs, and yes, there is one door here, and she looks at you all. She says, "I am the true Oracle, the one with real answers."
Well, Nick?
Well, okay. I guess we need to talk to her. My charisma is a little less than, so I may end up burping or something like that while I'm trying to...
If that's fun for you, you don't have to use your stats, though. I mean, you can just do whatever you want.
While I'm trying to woo her. Well, I would tell her, on the other side of the temple, we just met an oracle who looked nothing like you, who claimed to have the answers.
He was an imposter. And besides, how could you trust a dusty old skull? I imagine that when you went into his chamber, it was arranged such as a fortress, with monsters baying and seeking its worship, and all around it the treasures of those foolish enough to seek answers from it. You are perhaps lucky to be alive. You'll find no such thing here. Please, relax. Remove your armor and those large coats that you wear. Relax and enjoy. We have wine and liquor from many lands.
Well, that is a wonderful, tempting offer. Please let me confer with my friends for just a moment. So we're going to get wrecked, right? We're just going to debase ourselves in this room. This sounds like fun.
Well, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Just drink the wine and whatever happens, happens. I mean, we see the setup, right?
Yeah, you also, I should, it's
I've
clear.
been for 200 years, but even
Okay.
I know a setup when I see one.
She is walking kind of in a, half moon pattern back and forth, looking at you all, in an oblique walk, kind of like a gate to be able to observe you. She's particularly interested in Father Bloombad.
Yeah, who immediately casts protection from evil on himself.
Ah,
Smashes her face in boldly.
what is protection for me? You forgive me. I'm in a couple of different systems and games, and I can't remember if this is the particularly powerful one that I was reading. What does it do for you?
No. It creates a magical field of protection immediately around the caster, blocking out all enchanted monsters such as elementals and demons. Evil monsters suffer a -1 penalty to hit the caster, and caster gains a +1 on all saving throws against such attacks. If the caster already has any magical bonuses, the bonus from the magic circle has no effect, although the protective circle functions against enchanted creatures. And it lasts half as long as the cleric. The magic user version is half as long, so I'm good for 2 hours.
A
2 hours.
door opens, and this actually, I have this a little messed up. Let me fix this. This actually all happens in this room. I got this mixed up. Nonetheless, this you can imagine this is obscured by curtains, and they are cast aside, and you see her make a movement with her hands, and at the same time, Father Bloombad, you raise your holy symbol and speak this prayer, and bring about this miracle. And you see Father Bloombad almost like in what I would compare it to, like like when a old CRT television glitches, like the ring, like the person goes like that, and suddenly, but he does not move as he holds his holy symbol up, and
He's paralyzed or something?
no, he's fine.
Okay.
But he's evaded a terrible fate as this woman says, "Seize them!" And then she runs off and runs into this room, into the darkness. And these women turn into creatures.
Of course they do.
Saw that coming.
Yeah. Once you put a ring on their finger.
Oh, no, they're still cute.
They're still cute. Richard.
I'm really into this.
Weird. I
They-
feel real bad about stabbing them.
Oh my gosh.
They turn into these creatures, and their hands turn into talons, and they growl and leap towards you. And well done at avoiding a near certain lethal fate. And declare spells.
Try the good old sleep.
I'm gonna go with sticks to snakes.
All right. And you're gonna try sleep.
You try sleep.
Okay, and then Magnus.
Magic missile.
We're all
How
rested,
big? How
right?
what are these things now? Are they still?
They look
Humanoid
like
size?
they look like slightly taller than humanoid sized canine people creature things. Yeah, and let's see. Warren, roll a d6 for initiative, please.
D6.
Please roll high.
I will do my best.
Oh, dice god.
Oh no.
Alright. What did he
Nice
get?
God.
All right. They are going to move first, which puts them out, within melee range. They are not going to fire missiles.
I think we've established that I would be in front of Magnus, right? Is that
Yeah.
okay? Even in a situation like this,
Yeah.
put myself in the front. Okay, or at least yeah, that's good.
We fightery
That's
type people take our bodyguarding of the wizards pretty seriously.
Usually there's like room to maneuver for a lock in here. All right. Like that. Okay. Let's see. If you're firing a missile, roll a d20, please. But you have a chance of hitting your front line. Except for this fellow, actually. I think he can move
Olin
in,
might
to
take
be
a shot
honest. I
there.
think they can... Fulwin, yeah, actually. Yeah, I didn't move it, so I'll do that. The first one hits.
Not shocking. My armor
1
class
damage.
is...
Are we getting a shot off on him after all?
Yeah, you can use Locken and Agnes whatever, yeah.
But they might hit us though, right?
No, I'm sorry,
Oh.
because I'd already announced it, so.
Okay. Okay.
All right, Locken hits once for 1. I'm assuming an AC here. I rolled a 15.
Yeah, it's a 15 AC, that's right.
Okay.
All right, these arrows seem to barely hurt the creature, and that brings us
That's
to
not good.
melee and spells, which, so they're going to attack Flanagan. One, let's see, 2 of them are going to attack Flanagan,
Okay.
and let's see, that is a +6, or wait, no,
Round
+4 to
class
hit,
is-
so they both
round
miss,
class is 16, yeah.
and one of them is going to try to attack Father Bloombad.
Sorry, did you say +4 or +6?
Sorry, +4. Yeah, you need to know that, don't you?
Hmm.
Or no, you don't, actually. Let's see.
I don't, but Oren does.
Yeah, 4. Yes. So,
Nice.
that misses. And then 2 of them are going to try to attack Algar.
AC 15.
One of them hits.
Damages.
I have to look this up, actually. This is...
Numbers.
Sorry.
Let's just assume the damage is 1d3. We'll check
I
again
thought
later.
Just the one. We'll move on.
Yeah, come on. It's fine. It's fine.
It has a weird thing.
Now let's see how hard this thing kicks my ass.
Is it poison or paralyze?
Probably neither. That doesn't seem very jackally.
Could be both.
Disease,
I spontaneously turn into scarab beetles.
lycanthropy.
Melt apart into bugs.
Oh yeah, I can't repeat.
One thing that's frustrating about the Rappan Athuk book, increasingly as we go deeper, is it wants you to buy other Frog God books, which I don't have. And
Oh,
that
I
is
get that
also
now.
that's also not in Swords and Wizardry. This
Those guys-
creature.
They're making you buy
Oh, no.
DLC. Ha.
It would be in the AD&D Monster Manual.
Yeah, I do not have that monster manual on me. Can you look up Jackal Wearer's Sleep Gaze?
Ah! Oops, sorry, that was loud.
I found it looking for it in older editions. Keeps giving me 5th edition.
Here we
I got it over here.
go.
And who hit the last one? It was, oh yeah, I know. Okay. Yeah, it seemed to have no effect on it.
Okay, you want to know about the sleep gaze?
Yeah,
What about
sleep gaze,
full one?
please. Yeah, full one seemed to have no effect on the attack on it.
Its gaze will have the effect of a sleep spell on any unsuspecting creature which fails its saving throw versus magic. A hostile creature is not unsuspecting. Jackalware will sometimes 20% be found with normal jackals.
Awesome, I appreciate it. You're obviously not unsuspecting. So, damage then. You take 2d4 damage, Algar.
So, not intolerable? I definitely feel that sleep gaze, though, I bet.
Alright, 5 points of damage. And it's your all's turn. Melee attacks.
Alrighty. I rust with Dark Spear. Okay, that's probably going to hit.
Yeah, AC 15, ascending armor class 15.
Plus 17.
Alright.
And do 8 damage.
It screams in pain.
Ooh,
Nice.
good hit.
Stay back. Magnus, stand back.
Nice. It screams in pain again with Gold Spear. And, yeah, so you, magic. There's,
What kind of hit?
Which ones were damaged?
I just put him on one. It seems, yeah, but next time, yeah, we'll certainly target them. And then, yeah, we got the snakes. So they can attack. I forgot about that. Or, can they?
4 out of the 7 are poisonous.
Nice. Can they attack on the same turn? I can't remember.
It depends. It depends.
Specifies.
Depends on when on how during melee the magic happens. Okay. So there are 4 hit dice.
Yeah.
Can we take care of the sleep before I take care of the magic missile, or? Well, anyway, whatever. I'm gonna go for the one that Lakan ineffectively shot
Okay.
for 8 damage.
Nice.
Sleep is what, 2d4 or something? Is it 1d? I don't know. What is it?
If there are 4 hit dice, just 1.
Just 1. Okay.
But it does drop them.
Does drop.
Okay, so good thing you
Take an
did that.
unwounded one. Okay.
All right. So yeah, the sleep spell.
Yeah, so I can only hit 1.
One. Okay.
Yeah, just 1 of them.
Oof. All right, it goes down, and then you got the snakes. Yeah, I'll say they can attack. I don't care. What about the snakes?
Yeah, let's see. The non-poisonous ones first. Probably all misses. Poisonous ones, 1 for each target. So that's 3 saves they have to make first poison, right?
All right. Well, there are 3 of them. Let's see how it goes. Now, this is starting to get into some interesting territory. Is a magically summoned snake a magical attack? We're getting into deep lore now.
I think.
I think not, right? Like, I think that
Is that a separate question from whether they're immune to poison? Because the bites do damage, but then the poison is a separate thing.
right. Actually, I'm going to be really pedantic. This is how I usually interpret these rules, which is, I know, not how a lot of people do it, but essentially I take the loosest and strictest interpretation of a Swords and Wizardry rule, and it says hit by. So yes, they would not survive poison because that is not a hit. Or actually, I'm sorry, no, It has to be
Yeah,
hit in
It
order
has to be a hit.
Yeah. So yeah, they are unaffected by the snakes.
Bad news, gentlemen.
Yeah. Now, nearly half their number have perished. They seek to flee. Do you intend to chase them, Oren?
I would almost be rather just getting out of this room and spiking the door shut. But what do you guys say?
I'm in favor of boogieing.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Flanagan, Father Bloombad, and Algar, you can make attacks, as well as Folwyn, because he has a spear.
I mean,
And
I guess I just want to, like, that person with spells. Have we taken out any of them? Got one.
One's asleep and one is dead.
One is asleep. We can take them and ask them questions, and then maybe let them go, maybe not.
Because I feel like this is like that one with the witchy one that ran away. I mean, there could be some magic, powerful magic. We may encounter them again later. I don't know. I feel like it might be nice to hunt them down. But if I'm in the minority, I'm okay with that too.
I agree with Flanagan.
So do we want to just run them down and finish it off? I'm fine.
I can throw a web into this hallway.
Oh,
If we're voting, we're tied right now. I don't know if there's.
I don't.
You know
think
what?
No,
What's your
we
call?
press one, kill them.
I'm all for killing them all.
Let's kill them. Fun.
And I'm gonna do a shield bash. My shield is magic, but I don't have a magic
okay.
weapon.
So as they're running, first off, we get a hit.
that's
Ross?
right. Yeah. And I don't know, off the top of my head, I'll say that's D3 or no, D4 damage. It's a bludgeoning thing.
Okay. I'm gonna be chasing that one and thrusting my spear into his back, and I miss.
All right, you do 19 to hit, and then you said you used your shield, right?
Yeah.
I'll just take half
D3,
that.
I'll roll a D. Okay, cool.
Okay. All right. One of them's obviously wounded. And Algar. Six damage. Okay. 6. All right. One of them is wounded. The rest are okay. They begin to flee now. They make it. Let's see here. Let me. This is on their turn, so you guys still get a turn. So you could cast web if you wanted to, Magnus.
So that was at the beginning of the next round that they made it that far?
Yeah, I'm just resolving and adjudicating it quickly. But
Okay.
You are absolutely free to cast web if you want to.
I would like to cast it with an eye to keeping open at least a man's width
Makes
between
sense.
Yeah.
All right, you do that. All right.
I rush at them. I guess if we're all rushing, I'm leading it with my spear out. I'm just gonna stab at one. Someone take the one that's sleeping. Murder it.
What do we want to bind them?
Things. Oh, maybe we should. Hey.
Let me see if I've got rope while you guys do the
I've
fighting.
got 40 feet of good rope. You handle them.
I think we should kill the ones that are alive and deal with the one who's asleep if we want to ask questions.
I agree. All right, so we'll bind him.
They're obviously foul things from the pit of hell. Yes, Father Bloombad?
Yes, most assuredly.
All right, you do that. You dispatch the ones in the web, and you tie the one that's asleep. You see that this door is open, and you hear rapid pattering down this hall ahead. The sounds of the pattering sound like the pattering of large animal paws or animal feet upon stone, and then suddenly they're gone. And it feels slightly hotter.
I think something just just went into hell. I think that woman went into hell. Turned into some kind of bull or animal creature and jumped back into the flames of hell. Can you feel that heat?
It is quite toasty.
Yes, I was planning on sending her there anyways.
I'm gonna just run up to look around that corner if that's okay.
Yeah. Let's see here. I can give you some light. Yeah. Do you have light? No, you don't have light. Okay, let me give
Agnes has something. Or I thought I did.
That reminds me. Heretic, did you memorize Continual Flame today?
I did not.
You gotta remember, you gotta spin up a spare one of those soon.
Yeah.
Right now we've only...
Well, I mean, I've given 2 people items with continual light cast.
Oh, do we?
Yeah, we talked about it last time. We talked about it.
I cast one on a torch and I cast one on a dagger. I don't remember for who. So, you guys must have forgot about them.
See what's on my sheet.
I'm just...
we'll come back to that.
This person is gone, actually. All right, so here's what you see from just like around the corner, okay? It is grisly. There are tables and compartments of chopped up body parts of various peoples and adventurers, many of which are long rotten and fly-eaten. But here is this creature's kitchen of the things it had captured. There are also large chests here on the end of the room, and you can see just barely, let's move right here, you can see just barely that there is a massive pile of various coins, copper, silver, gold, and on the ceiling, let me make sure that I don't have this wrong.
That could have gone so badly.
Really could have.
If we decided to hang out with them,
Yeah.
that would have been. Go ahead.
I'm just agreeing with you. Yeah.
Can I spoil it a little bit?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
The whole thing rested on casting a spell on the cleric, which Father Bloombad immediately stopped.
Really?
How do you do that?
And it almost nearly certainly would have killed every one of you. Or it would have been very difficult not to have kept that from happening had he not done that.
That's really smart gameplay.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of us stumbling into a harem in the middle of Rappan Athuk is probably pretty slim.
Squat.
Yeah, but casting the spell is like not maybe. I mean, there's lots of other things we could have done.
That is wise adventuring.
I needed to check this. So this is not on the wall per se. I think they put it in the wrong spot. This is actually on the ceiling. The ceiling is about 15 feet high, and upon the ceiling is a mirror, which as you peek around the corner, you can just see the glimmer as if on a disturbed surface of water, orange and reds, as if like you drop a stone into a pond and see the waves, but the waves in this case are orange and red, and then the waves are gone, and it's just a mirror on the ceiling.
I don't trust that one tiny little bit.
Should we smash that? Smash that? Do you think?
Oh, for God's sake, no!
But all right.
No.
I don't think we should interact with it at all. I think we should leave immediately.
Slow down. Let's all keep our heads and take a second to think.
Treasure chest and coin.
And a wondrous magic item if we can get to it.
Yeah, I feel like we need to spend a few minutes in here.
Yeah, just keep
We
your
also
eyes on
need to
that.
be
I don't know what that
extremely
mirror.
careful.
I mean,
Oh, yes.
I apologize. I have to go pee real fast, but this seems like a good thing for y'all to discuss.
Well, yeah, we'll figure it all out.
Well,
Yeah, so
safety
she lied
first.
about the other oracle. Yeah, and she said it was surrounded by the dead bodies of adventurers and all their magic items. So she was obviously talking about herself.
Right. Yeah. Did you say the portal was on the ceiling? Is that what I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mirror.
The entire ceiling is mirrored. Was the description I got?
Okay.
There's strange
Fire
ripples of color across it.
That's what. Yeah.
I'm a bit creeped out about going underneath it, but I don't know.
My assumption is that you can appear anywhere in this room at any time.
Why don't you want to smash it?
We need to find out as soon as Ross gets back exactly what we're dealing with. Because he said it turns into a regular mirror after the little effect went away. So,
have we seen mirrors anywhere else? Any of the other rooms that maybe it's a conduit? I don't recall seeing any.
No,
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
So then the other question is: are these torn bodies part of the decor as well? Was that I was saying goodnight to my kids when that was happening?
Rotten bodies with flies.
In the same sense that, like, hanging garlands of garlic and other herbs are part of the decoration of a kitchen, I suppose.
Yes.
Yeah.
So some sort of those things we killed were their servants, perhaps.
Seems likely.
Right. Yeah, I'd like to know what we were dealing with that mirror before we start poking around treasure chests and counting coin.
You saw how it shook off that arrow like nothing? I don't think those are natural creatures. Not like...
No, indeed.
Now we still have the one tied up.
It's true.
Yeah.
Maybe we should bring it in here. Smack it around.
Well, I mean, if we question it and threaten to put him in the room, if he's afraid, we'll know that the mirror is potentially bad.
There you go.
Yeah. Just ask him where it goes. Like, has he been on the other side of it? That kind of thing.
Yeah, sure. Who's your master? And what is this? What is this mirror?
Sounds like you're dragging the guy in here, right? The Wolfman.
I think so, yeah.
Well, we had a question for when you got back, which is, you said, what is the mirror? Is it the whole ceiling?
No.
Or is it just...
It's an ornate mirror that sits, that is flush up on the ceiling 15 feet up.
I don't know.
Flush?
So
meaning that it's...
So like as it would be on the wall, but it's on the ceiling instead.
But it's mounted there somehow. It's not part of the ceiling.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's... Can you draw a little area on the map that shows where the ceiling mirror is above? Like, what part of the map does it loom over?
Okay, and is it 10 by 10 for real, or is it like 7 by 5, or...
It's a little bit smaller. Yeah, let me fix that.
That's somehow even more eerie than a full ceiling mirror.
Yeah.
Okay, how high above it? How high is the ceiling?
15 feet.
Okay. I'm not the caller. How do you want to go about this, Oren?
Well, it's pretty small, but if we don't break it, then I feel like we're constantly living in fear of this thing. Is the jackal worried at all?
He's still asleep, right?
Well, I mean, we can. Can you get him out? You just smack him around, right? Wake him up.
Well, yeah. But I mean, he might burst through these ropes, so we have to have our magic items on pressed up against his throat.
Sure. Okay. And we've got him tied up, right?
Yeah, he should be on our side on the south side of the party rather than in the room, I think.
Sure. Yeah. Okay.
So he hisses and gurgles and growls in his bestial tongue.
Well, not a lot there.
What are you saying?
Magnus, is this... do you know this tongue?
I don't know.
Nobody speaks jackal.
Nobody speaks jackalware.
Yeah, certainly not. I say put it out of its misery if it's no more help.
I agree with that.
But what is its reaction to being in the room?
So if we toss it into the room, does it seem fearful? Does it flail about?
It seems very scared of you all. It's terrified, and its fur is soaked with its own urine and covered in the blood of its allies. And it's shaking and terrified and snarling, but also, submissive. Its ears back, and somewhat subdued.
Ugh.
If you're trying to
can't
make me
deal
feel
with
bad, unnecessary. If you're trying to make Father Bloombad feel bad, impossible.
Yeah. Bloombat, I can't do it. This thing's too.
It seems
like a dog.
for a thing that has, for a mutant thing of chaos, it seems amenable.
Okay, I have an idea. I want to point. Yeah, I want to point to him so he sees it, and I'm gonna point to the mirror, and I'm gonna be like, let's make motions to drag him over there. Does that make him seem more scared? Does he resist?
He does. He's terrified. When you seem like you're gonna throw him into this mirror, he is absolutely terrified.
Okay, I'm gonna gesture to smash it with my spear. Does he get more terrified?
No. He looks at you quizzically like, what is this idiot doing?
I think we should smash it. I think we should smash the spear. Smash the mirror.
It's not on the mushroom path.
All right.
I want to find out. Kill him first.
Oh, I'm fine with that. Yeah. Anybody want to slit his throat?
No, I can't look. This thing is just looks like a harmless.
I'm gonna nod. I'm gonna nod to Locken.
Locken just comes by and walks by, and then there's just a spray, and then it's quiet. It's very fast. This thing is not a puppy, to be clear. Now, I'm not saying you didn't kill something that was defenseless, because that's true, but
yeah,
but it would eat your babies if it could. Just
yeah,
to be clear.
No doubt about it.
Look, it's not its fault our children are so delicious.
Like I said, I can't argue with that either. I don't know.
Therefore, it's not our fault. But
many crimes against infants.
But he must die. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. It's dead. Actually, Locken probably borrowed, the gold spear or something to do that with.
No, Magnus has a +1 dagger. I'm letting him use.
Ah, nice. Okay.
I think I actually got Richard's old +1 dagger. Or sorry.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I passed it off to you after we retrieved it from Cameron's remains.
All right. Let me see if I can. So you are talking about destroying this thing, right?
I think so. I think smashing it.
I feel like we should give Magnus a veto on this, just because if he thinks it's going to put us in tremendous peril to smash it, we shouldn't smash it. But if he just thinks it's a bad idea, then we should probably still smash it.
I think it's a shame, but I understand, and we're not down here. We don't need the creature like that at our backs.
Yeah, you perhaps shouldn't look into the mirror. Like maybe wear a blindfold and we can direct you.
Like a piñata.
And don't get underneath it.
Right. Okay.
Put yourself in the mirror.
I'm gonna drag over a chest so I can get a bit more height, and I'll drag over the leftmost chest, which it's like a poison gas trap. Watch this.
I was just thinking that. Well, just don't open it.
Why not just use a sling? Doesn't somebody have a sling stone?
That works.
Yeah, I've got a sling.
Yeah. Okay.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Well, I already said it, so I mean, if it's
oh God, I mean, Magnus would shout at you. Why not just shoot a sling at it?
Okay, you're right. I'm just all confused. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
God's sake, I understand.
Dead bodies all around us. I mean, it's a bit distracting.
The last thing you need is magical glass falling into your face.
Stand clear.
So you try to, whatever. It takes some time, and you don't look at it, and you're off to an angle, and you throw a stone to smash the glass. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
It shatters, and as the glass shatters, the frame remains on the ceiling. The glass clatters to the stone floor all around you. It looks as if the glass turns into something almost like mercury, something liquid and diffuse, and then it seeps into the stone floor and disappears as if it were never there.
That's cool.
Well, I feel a bit better.
Well done.
Bloombad, do you have? Bloombad, do you have that spell that can see if there's any traps on those things? I mean, there's some kind
I do have fine traps.
Might have some...
Yeah, I mean, we could use a more mundane method first, if you know. Locken could look for traps, and then if he doesn't find any, I could cast find traps.
Yeah, sure, right. If he finds them, then we know. If he doesn't find them, then maybe we cast it, right?
Yeah, he can only do one. Does somebody else want to make a long shot attempt at the other two?
I'll take one of the other two.
I'm not going to.
Since Flanagan has already so boldly entered the room, I will take the next dangerous maneuver and poke at one of the other chests.
All right.
Would you care
the third
to?
one then?
GM, I politely request you give us as voluminous a description of the treasure chest as you feel inclined to give.
Okay. So just to clarify, Algar, you are checking the middle chest, is that right?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
So I can ping it.
And is anybody checking the third chest?
No.
Okay. So
Yeah, I'm going to
Sure,
stand guard.
I'll check the third chest. I'll check the third chest.
okay. And then what is everyone else doing?
Standing guard. Standing guard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just have a look at these bodies and see, were they rent by these animals, or did something else tear them? Are they torn apart, or are they ripped apart by claws?
They're torn apart.
You know what, guys? I'll just cast. I'll cast find traps.
Okay.
It's gonna take less time.
So you don't have to spend a turn. Gotcha. And then, but meanwhile, while you casting a spell, take it. But Magnus, you check the bodies. You do see claw marks, as if it were from these creatures, but you also see things that the creatures, by your estimation, couldn't have done. It is clear to you that this place is a meat house in the same way as like a slaughterhouse or a barbecue. This is the kitchen. They
larder.
Yeah. Okay, so you cast find traps, right?
Yes, sir.
I'll still describe the three chests, just like in this map. That's actually pretty accurate. There are three chests in the northeast corner that are evenly spaced apart, conspicuously out 2 feet from the wall into the room, and two of the chests on either side are bronze, and the one in the middle is a large wooden chest. They all have these iron bands on them, like you see, and locks. When you cast find traps, you find that they all have traps. You have come to be used to it. These traps have those cylinders, and that's what you see via your miracle.
Those were
Okay,
gas.
I will.
Go ahead, Heretic. Sorry.
I will. I'll describe the traps, to Locken, so that he may, have a better chance of disabling them if that's what he wants to do.
Well, it's part of what he do. It's not the. I'm fine with him trying it though. What about the pile of gold of stuff? Is that there, and does that have trap as well?
Good question.
Yeah, and also the mirror frame.
The mirror frame is not trapped. You don't see anything on any of the bodies, and trying to find. The second bronze chest, the one on the right, has a deception to it. It also has a one of the tubes, and then the one on the left just has a tube, and then the one in the center has a tube. And then I'm trying to find let's see here,
I mean, 3 chests all with traps. It's like really hard not to try to get into them. Hey,
There's something good in there.
The coins do not have any deception or traps that you can sense, Father Bloombad. By your estimation, there are probably thousands, more than 10,000 silver pennies in this pile, and several thousand gold pieces. It would take a very long time to try to sort out all the gold from the silver.
Okay.
Lachlan, he looks at it and he says, "No, thanks. I'll tell you what I'll do, though. You give me enough time down here." And he looks back to Father Bloombed. "And holy man, you sure there's not any other kind of tricks in this place? Nothing that's gonna come out of the walls or the ceiling or anything?"
I mean, I've examined the whole room. Those are the only things I saw, right?
That's right.
So yes, you are safe from traps. I mean, if a monster climbed out of the wall, I can't detect that.
The tubes, they abut up to the front of where the lock is. And they do.
Yes.
Okay. Give me an hour. I can get the traps open, or I can get the chests open.
I say we wait an
Does
hour.
anybody
I think it's worth trying.
Does
What's
anybody,
your plan? Gonna go
does
into
anybody
the
have
back?
candles?
I've got candles.
I'm good.
I mean, would that help him to block the tubes or no?
Like with wax? There's probably an explosive element.
I'm not sure. Not willing to take the risk.
Sensible.
Now, this is just your henchman, so that's not me telling you all what to do. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I think an hour seems reasonable. Why not see how many gold we can stack in an hour?
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
And let's. What is the? Is there a door we can close here somewhere? Yeah, there's a door that we can go back in.
Yeah.
Let's
Maybe
spike the door leading into this area.
Yeah. Even if things can break through it, we want it to be loud.
Set a watch at the end of the hall that's within sight of the door.
Yeah, I'll stay down there and listen and stay by the door while I'll spike it while.
Oh, okay.
Lachlan
Gotcha.
works on it.
I mean, isn't there only one entrance from that other room too?
Yeah.
Humans can walk, yes.
But I mean, better to spike it so it needs to be pushed through than to stand there with an open door, right?
Yeah, so I can't remember, didn't that other room have a door too, or was it just a hallway?
Yeah, there was a door. I'll send you a picture again. There's 2 doors that lead into this, well, 3 kind of, but there might be secret doors or something. I think just the closest one is the safest, honestly.
Yeah.
Not too far.
An hour passes, and Flanagan, as you watch the spiked door that you've here, you can hear something from the other end of the door echoing down the halls. It sounds like insectoid skittering, but also like a scraping and a crooning, like a squealing noise. And it has this alien echo to it. There are 2 of these things somewhere, but it's echoing down the hall. You think back from where the cave was, and that means it's loud. These are big.
Wow.
And that skittering and alien screeching goes on for a little while, about 30 minutes in, and then it passes. Otherwise, you don't hear anything.
Right.
Meanwhile,
Go ahead.
as far as collecting gold, you collect 1,000 gold pieces in that time. It was roughly off by itself. The other gold will be hard to get to. It's mixed in with the silver pieces. 1,000 gold would be 100 pounds. Who can carry 100 pounds of gold? Or perhaps we'll get back to that. I suppose you want to know what's in the chest first.
Yes.
Okay. Lachlan opens the chests. Starting with the left chest, there are silk opium and pipes that you think are probably worth thousands of gold, 2,000 gold pieces. These exotic items. I will say that they are about 10 pounds and 15 pounds, I'll say. There is a deception in the head of the chest. And Father Bloombad, you can sense this even as he opens it and carefully disconnects the tube and allows it to fire off into the ceiling and shatter against the ceiling. Even still, there's some sort of deception in the top of the chest. By the end of this, I think your spell will have ended. How many turns is it?
Technically only 2 turns long, isn't it?
Okay. So then you recognize that, and you knew there was some kind of deception in the third chest, but then as he opens it, he dismantles the trap, it fires off into the ceiling, and then the head of the chest, the top part, has some kind of deception to it. And that is what you find in the first, or what he finds in the first chest. The second chest is the wooden one. He opens it, and this thing is much bigger. It is like 6 feet side to side and 2 or 3 feet wide, and it has thousands of coins in it. They are all mixed together. It would take you some time to pick apart the gold coins. There are thousands upon thousands of copper pennies in this thing. Like little copper mites, right? So like copper pennies are not, they're, but there's tons of them, and there are thousands upon thousands of silver pennies, and mixed with, amongst them is probably 1,000 gold pieces. You find some things stacked upon the coins. A tiger's eye gem that you think is worth 100 gold pieces, a silver toe ring, with gems and diamonds you think is worth probably 2,000 gold pieces. Of course, these don't weigh anything. A silver over teakwood box. And as soon as the chest opens, you hear a tinny, squeaky voice emit from it. Hey, help me. And yeah, that's the second chest.
Okay.
Interesting.
And then the third chest, you open it. By this time, Father Bloombad, your spell has expired. But of course, he knows about the needle part, and he very carefully dismantles the needles in all 3 chests. And there was some kind of deception in this chest, but of course, by the time he opens it, your spell has expired. I should note there are 2 deceptions in this chest. But anyways, opens the chest, and within you see that there are thousands of platinum pieces.
There we go.
Platinum's good.
And then and now this is where I actually need to do his check. I have to do a couple of checks for him.
I gotta check my encumbrance.
What is his find traps, Magnus? What is Locken's? Without looking.
Delicate tasks is 20%.
20. He finds it. So he takes the time, and he finds that there's a rune inscribed in the top of the chest. You see these platinum coins. He slowly lowers it, and he says, I open that chest, and that thing goes off, whatever that rune is.
Oh, so we can't get into platinum then?
If it was wood, maybe we could have dig a hole in the side, but bronze, no.
This is the chest with the platinum in it?
Yeah. Thousands of platinum coins.
Platinum. How heavy's the chest?
Hundreds of pounds. Bronze chest, thousands of coins.
Wow.
Yeah. Probably a ton. I don't know.
And that was 2 deceptions on that chest, right?
There are 2 of them.
Right, yeah, so maybe the other deception is that the coins are not real.
Entirely possible.
Yeah.
I elect to believe that because then I don't have to feel bad about not being able to safely get them.
I don't feel bad. I think it's fake. The middle chest had a deception on it as well.
I don't remember saying that. I'm looking here. I don't think so.
I could have. If you don't remember,
the first one had something in the lid.
That's right.
Or at the head of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because now we have a box with a voice coming out of it.
Yeah, the squeaky, tinny voice. And it's like, hey, come here.
Begging for help. Well, guys, we want to talk to this box.
I certainly want to. I don't know if we should.
Does any of our sage mages or holy men have any advice for what could be trapped in here?
Oh, all sorts of things. What are you?
What? Well, let me out. You can see me. Let me out.
Why don't you tell us what you are? Simple enough question.
Well, what are you?
Just a man.
Oh, a man. Okay, in that case, I'm a fairy dragon.
Oh. Well, who trapped you there?
A big, mean cat man.
Catman.
Catman.
Is this thing locked from the outside? Like, does it have some kind of hasp on it or something?
It looks like, it's a silver over teakwood box. You think, by the way, that the box is probably worth 1,200 gold pieces on its own. It has a faint dwemer about it. The air shimmers slightly around it. It appears to have no lock.
Well,
are you guys feeling lucky?
Absolutely.
I mean, it would be nice to do a favor to a dragon. I don't know what a fairy dragon does, but doesn't hurt to have.
And
we want to open.
Richard, I will give you the. I don't know if you got the price for it, but just remind me. I'll give you the XP.
Right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Thank you. So, like, if you go back and sell it, just please remind me of that. It might be sessions from now.
No worries.
Yeah, we need to also take
on my character sheet, which has a spot for that.
Are you gonna post the all right, so
I will post the XP gained and the treasure, yes. But yeah, and I'll assume that you have the small items. But I'm thinking like sessions from now when you're ready to sell stuff, I will not remember. So if it's not, yeah.
What's the jewelry?
It's
Tiger's Eye Gem, 100 GP, silver toe ring.
Thank you.
2,000 GP.
Yeah.
And the box is 1,200 GP. Not counting whatever's inside of it, we don't know what that is.
So I'll just to keep things simple, I'll just carry the I'll just carry the box, the gem, and the silver toe ring, if that's okay with everyone.
I just wrote down the gem and the toe ring. Wasn't there also a diamond encrusted something, or was that the toe ring?
That was the toe ring.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got those written down.
I'll take the box then.
Yep, I happen to have 2 open slots in my inventory. So.
The box continues to cry. Yeah. Let me out! Let me out!
Yeah.
All right. Here's what I propose. I think we should let it out. And we should first make an agreement that if it is a malicious creature of evil, that it agree to simply leave as a favor to us, rather than prey upon us at its first opportunity. I feel like that's the only oath we could expect a creature of chaos to hold to.
That sounds fair.
And sure, whatever.
Okay, I like that. So, who wants to open it?
Well, it was my stupid idea, so I guess I kind of have to volunteer.
Okay.
Brave lad.
Curse of immortality. All right. Bloombad, this is your last chance to insist I not do this thing.
Yeah, I'm willing to live with the consequences.
All right.
All right, what do you do? Yeah, you take the box.
In hand, point it away from me, open it towards the wall, see what horrifying thing happens.
All right, you take the box and you start to try to open it, and it vibrates as something actively and obviously, it even like hums and vibrates as something resists you, and it says, "Wait a second. Oh, you're one of those ranger men. Wait a second. No, you're not a man." It
I'm
says
the
that.
man.
You're the first person to notice.
Oh, if you're one of the ranger things, if you get me out of here, I will serve you until I die.
I appreciate that, but for the I would be content for you to serve us as long as it remains reasonably safe for you to do so.
Well, get me out of here.
Okay.
And you can't open it.
All right, so 10 to. I'll take. I guess a man probably.
Too weak and small. Someone strong do this.
Yeah.
I can't open this jar.
I'll take it.
Okay,
And
Warren, you take
I'll
it.
just come over and be like, here, hand. All right, here we go.
Wait, who's that? Oh, and then you try to open it, and it just does the same thing. Like it audibly like vibrates and hums, and like you can't open it.
It's wizard locked.
It's sealed.
No. It's just, you just got to get your hand around it. You got to heat it up a little bit, and I tap it against the wall.
Ouch!
And I give it a shot.
Just pass it around to all of us.
I open it, right? It works. It's fine.
No, it's same thing. Yeah,
I have a
it doesn't
dragon's
open.
blade.
It's wizard
Oh.
locked. I'll have to.
Jay, I'm so glad I get to play with you.
I'll have to examine it later.
Okay,
You
I'll
might
use
be.
Go ahead.
If isn't it like if you're a higher level or something, you can open it? Maybe you're a higher
No,
level than
you can
yeah.
you can dispel it if you're. Now I have to look at. This is assuming that's what it is, but that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I'll mark it down. So I'm going to be carrying it, okay?
Yeah, that's fine. I'm looking. Yeah, that's fine.
Ross, does that weigh less than 10 pounds?
Any
Yeah,
magic user.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry, it says any magic user at least 3 levels higher than the caster can open the portal.
What's your level?
6.
Oh. Sorry.
Now you see the trick is here. Just here, give it here.
And it's how many levels higher?
3 levels higher.
And you're level 6?
Yes.
You try to open it?
Yes.
Okay. You speak something, and you speak Yin, right?
That's the lawful language, is it, or
No,
It's
it's
the
the
language
other
of-
language.
What I've got is common, law, neutral, chaos, and serpentine. That's
Okay. Well, nonetheless, you see Magnus take it, whisper something, and you open it. And it opens, just doesn't do anything, it just opens. And inside, you see a gem. And there's something swirling around in it. It's a strange green glowing gem with something swirling around as if it's an amber, but green instead. And you hear it again. Please let me out. As it seems to be inside a gem.
a box inside a box inside a box inside a box.
Do I have to smash the gem?
Yeah, smash it.
You
I would
smash
do
the
that.
gem?
Mm-mm.
No.
Well, it's
I
at-
tell Magnus to do it.
To smash the gym? Are you imprisoned in the gym?
Yeah, I'm stuck in here.
Okay. How does one go about getting you out? We've opened the box.
You hear an echoing sigh, and it says, "I don't know."
I'll just whisper to Orin, that gym might be worth something with that thing inside.
We sell it to the right wizard.
I don't know.
Let's just take it with us, right? The gem. You just put it back in the box, or
yeah. Well, we're gonna have to wait a while before we can get you out, fella. You're stuck inside. I don't know if you can tell or not, but you're stuck inside a mineral deposit of some sort.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What a drag.
Well, we got you. We'll keep you nice and cozy inside a nice warm pocket or something.
Okay.
You'll be safe. Yeah, we'll get you out of there.
All right. So I see that Algar collected the 15 pounds of like hookahs and stuff, and silk robes and everything for 2,000 gold, and then you've got some gold pieces that you've set aside, 1,000 gold pieces that weighs what is that, 100?
You said 100 pounds, so we need to divvy that up somehow.
I can take before I lose any movement.
Am I crazy, or is that 10 pounds? I can't remember.
1,000 gold? Well, I mean,
I think it's 10 GP. I think it's 10 coins per pound.
Because Matt Finch... Yeah, Matt Finch says, in this world, the coins are big and chunky.
That's right. That's what it says. So,
yeah. Oren, you said you've got some space to fill?
Yeah, I can hold 30 before I start risking movement.
Well, aren't we at minimum movement already?
Yeah, you will have to get. Well, it's up to you all. We got to a point where we're kind of individually calculating weight now. But right now,
what I mean is,
yes,
the party is moving as slow as it can.
That's right.
So that means you won't actually lose anything if you weigh yourself down further, unless, of course, everybody else dies and you just need to run.
So wait, I'm sorry. I'm having kind of a brain fart here. It's late, and I didn't sleep super good. It's a tenth of a... How much is one gold piece? Is a tenth of a pound? Tenth of a pound. So it's just, what, 10 pounds, right? Am I crazy? 1,000?
For 1,000 coins?
For 1,000 coins to be 100.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay. Yes. So there's that, and then the bric-a-brac, the small items, they don't weigh anything, including the box, Jay. So the box does not weigh anything. And then it sounds like you all are leaving the final chest. Is that right?
That is correct.
All right. So
We'd love to have thousands of platinum coins, but we love not being incinerated by a rune of death even more.
Yeah. I don't think it's there anyways.
Is there a way to just like put a rope around it, turn it around, and
we sure have it.
Try something like that, or
we sure have enough pythons and spikes and stuff to make it a try at it. I would think. I mean,
what if it were an electrical discharge? It would just travel down the road.
Now, but here's the thing. Let's remember also what happened to poor, sweet Algar. You remember him, except
Cameron?
your predecessor.
Oh yes, Dalton. Wittersons.
Yeah. Well,
Spider.
No. Yes. Ultimately, yes. But before then, he was affected by a rune.
Oh yes, the blighting when he was aged almost.
And you tried to open it without using your hands. I think, if I remember correctly, you tried some. I don't know
ultimately, yeah, that doesn't work. Ultimately, the magic finds a way to get you.
That's my assumption.
I mean, I'd be happy to wrap a rope around a body and throw the body, so I'm not touching the rope. I'd be willing to take the risk.
Okay, if anybody has any harebrained ideas, now's the time. I'm open to anything, and then we need to get gone.
It's said among the Rangers that in a pinch you can hand off a cursed object to almost any baby. But we don't have a baby handy to open the chest for us, so I think we're just going to have to go without.
Okay, let's just leave it. That sounds fine.
Okay.
All right, so you all start to leave, and you go down this hallway, and then all of a sudden, Flanagan, there's banging on the door, and you hear rah, 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 like a bunch of voices, and there's banging. It seems like they don't know what's on the other side of the door. They're just trying to get the door open.
Does he hear that?
We can wait. I can try that other chest.
What's that? Let them try the chest?
Pick up the platinum chest, offer to toss it out the door to them if they'll leave us alone, and then wait for the boom.
That's a good idea. It weighs
Like a ton.
We got a couple of strong guys.
Is it too heavy to move? Do we try?
Fine, we'll give it a shot.
I can't imagine even all of you moving thousands of platinum coins in a big hundreds of pound copper container. I can't imagine.
Yeah,
Why don't we
We
just
try. We fail.
It's not impossible, but it would be something like you all carrying a car down the, a small compact down this hallway.
Why don't we wait then till they go away?
I think
Okay.
Me and 3 other guys picked up a car. We each grabbed a corner once, a compact car.
Yeah, I did it in a
Turned it
ball
around.
game once, like a high school football game. We just took somebody we didn't like, and we took their car up and just rotated it in the parking lot, so they had to be the last person the entire game to leave. Yeah, it is possible.
That sounds like an argument for giving it a shot to me.
I think it's hypothetically possible. I'll leave it up to a roll, and it takes time and noise. So you'll have all those factors, but yes, it is hypothetically possible, I think. You wanna make the noise, you to be announcing yourself, it would take time.
yeah, we have. I don't want to.
Well, okay.
Whatever's happening on the other side of that door.
What language are they speaking? Do I recognize it?
What languages do you speak again?
Well,
you started to learn Orcish.
I started to learn because you said I don't remember why. Anyway, I got a hold of that manual, I guess, for a little while.
So I did you start to learn the language of Snoofu or whatever his name was? Remember how you had no, not Margulgug. Before that, yeah, you had an army of
Zuvnu.
Zuvnu, yeah.
I did speak to them because they spoke the Serpentine language, I thought. Or it was Drunic or something, the Chaos language.
These things are speaking the language that Zuvnu spoke. I don't think they speak Serpentine naturally, but I think... Zuvnu... I'm sorry, I'm thinking of the wrong thing. No, sorry, you do not speak this language. Go ahead.
All right, so it's not Zuvnu.
It is not
Zuvnu's tongue. Okay. Well, I am going to speak in Drunic through the wall and offer them a great reward if they promise to wait patiently.
It sounds like somebody's pooling on the inside of your eardrums, and then implant something within your all's minds that you think will never go away, and you wish it would, as if it's a nightmare within a single half second. And that is what it feels like to hear him speak Drunic to you. And I got that roll, and one other thing. What is the other thing I need to do? Come on, Ross. Okay. Oh, I remember.
Sorry for causing stress. Hopefully it doesn't cause any heart attacks.
You hear... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, yeah, I was going to just fill space. Go ahead.
Yeah, you hear... like, and they stop, and then
get the chest.
And then you hear them scamper off, terrified.
All right, should we get out of here?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Where to next?
I guess back to the main chamber. I think we had a door to the south.
The Mushroom Trail.
The Mushroom Trail.
It's just like the Oregon Trail. We're dropping the meat we can't carry.
Right. And we all have dysentery. Okay, yeah, so we have this last door to the south.
Okay.
Yeah, looks like it, right?
That's the way to go.
Who's up? Standard SOP, I guess.
I'll
I
go.
opened the last object. Your turn.
Yeah.
I'll break you back.
I will.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm going to touch the door with my fingers. I'm going to be a little bit careful. I'm going to listen at it before we open it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just going to throw it open.
You sense nothing, and you throw the door open.
Okay.
And you see a snaking hallway on the other side. Looks much like the rest of the building. Let's see here. And then a very long hallway ahead of you.
All right.
Remember this feeling, Magnus? Go ahead.
What?
Does Magnus remember this feeling of?
Well, yeah, I'm. You see me sort of somewhat sniffing, like partly sniffing, partly hearing, partly listening. The mushroom world was very strange, my friends.
Yeah, there's not even any mushrooms here, though. So.
The spores.
Okay, yeah, the mushrooms they do, or the trail continues this way. And then you get to this antechamber here, and there's a door. And in the center of the room, right here, this room is featureless. There are no other, nothing on the ceiling, the walls, the floor that you can see. There is this door right here, and then in the center of the room, as Father Bloombad's holy symbol illuminates the room as you come around the corner, you see a single gold coin in the center of the room glinting with the light.
No.
Yeah, I know enough, but no, that's not to be picked up.
That's really funny, but no. I don't know what twisted mind conceived of that, but kudos to them.
That's right.
I'm gonna walk over and look at it anyways, though.
Oh no!
Just
What
take
if
a look.
it sends us home?
What if
Okay.
it kills us instantly?
That's more likely.
Just a little peek.
All right, you go, Flanagan. You go over and you look at it. You bend over, looking at it. It is a gold coin, and yeah, it's sitting on the floor.
It's the standard, the kind that we usually use. No, not strange in any way.
Yeah, except that it's not doesn't have any markings or denomination of any kingdom. Perhaps it has long been worn down. It is just a big chunk of gold in a wafer shape.
Okay.
I have no need of it. We
No.
want to try
I
the
want
door.
to pick it up.
All right, who's up for the door?
My turn.
All right.
Wait, did you say you're picking it up?
I kind of want to, but I'm not going to do it yet.
Okay. Not yet.
All right. First, cover me while I open this door. All right. Usual procedure. I open it.
I'm there.
Jay's got the shield out.
With my spear right beside you.
Uh-oh. Dice just got rolled.
All right, you open the door, and let me put everybody back together, just so everybody can see what's going on. And you can see on the other side a small chamber with 2 doors in each corner.
Which way is the mushroom trail?
It is this way. It seems to go under the wall to the southwest.
It's possible both lead to the same place.
Seems likely.
Let's go with the one in the south.
All right.
This one right here?
Yes.
Who's up to check the door?
This would
His
be
turn.
mine this one.
Oh, before we do, Bloombad, do you have any? Do you have a Cure Light Wound spell on lock?
Yeah, I have 2.
I could use one. It's probably I've got enough hit points that it's not urgent, but I have little enough hit points that there's no risk of wasted healing. Got 23 out of 30.
7.
Nice. Got 30 out of 30.
All right, this is a square room. It has a fine carpet, and at the edge of the far carpet is a chest.
So we don't step on the carpet.
Sure, walk around that. Chest, hey?
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, let's head in. Is anybody brave enough to lift the carpet and see if there's something underneath?
Yeah, I'll do it. I'll just
Perhaps we
casually
should. Perhaps we should take a turn.
and do it. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm getting a little bit. Yeah, calm me down. Finally, starting to get a little bit too relaxed.
Yeah, I'm a little nervous.
You're taking a turn to like search the room, so everybody does it.
That was that's my suggestion.
And like including look under the rug. Like I can imagine taking the dark spear, and prying up the rug a little bit, seeing if there's any kinds of shapes, deformations underneath the rug.
Real ape stick
with it.
hours.
Folwin comes in, gently lifts up the rug, and says, "We should not touch this rug."
Well,
I
what do you
trust-
see? Why not?
I also think we should leave this room and close the door.
I trust Folwin implicitly in these matters.
You know, wise man.
Yep,
Elf
agreed.
doesn't talk much, but when they talk, you listen.
Yeah.
All right.
After you close the door, he says, "That was not a chest."
Oh my.
What was it?
Monster? Some sort of creature?
It was someone who's very cruel. They wanted us to, through our either wanderlust or through our desire and greed, to touch the chest or the rug, and then be pulled into a chasm. Anyone who had been pulled in would certainly have perished.
Yeah, thanks.
I gotta be more careful. Thank you.
Yeah. Appreciate your input. So then the westerly door.
Okay.
My turn.
One. You check this door, and you see that it has no hinges. It is exactly like every other door in this place, except where hinges should be, there are simply no hinges. There is a handle. There is no lock. You don't see that there are any traps. There are no hinges. That is all there is about this door. That is very strange.
Does it perhaps slide to one direction?
Nope. You try to slide it. It doesn't budge.
I assume attempting to open it is likewise ineffectual?
It is very effectual, and you open the door normally, as if it were on hinges.
Interesting door. Strange little door.
I point that out to Magnus, who I figure is more competent than I am to analyze this particular brand of weird wizard nonsense.
Well, is there? You said it turns as if it had hinges.
That's right.
Is it easy to move back and forth? Easier than a regular door?
It seems to be identical to other doors, and how easy it is to move.
Snow hinges.
Perhaps the hinges are invisible.
With the dagger, I'm gonna see if there are invisible hinges.
Okay. Is the door opened or closed?
I believe it's open, right? That's how we would know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you check this with the door open?
Yes.
Okay. Magnus, you take your dagger and you press along the, like, what would be the gap maybe that would usually be there. And there's some sort of force along the door, and it seems to like vibrate, much like the box did.
Okay.
Okay, so then where does the mushroom trail lead from this room?
Into that hall.
Which hall? Oh.
I'm sorry, yeah, it's not pinging, but it's around this corner. You can't see it from here, but it basically goes under this wall straight ahead. So let me draw an arrow here, like, well, here it is, like, this ways. Oh, come on, roll 20, there we go.
So, in we go.
Well,
Yeah.
what happens when we close the door before going in?
It just closes.
Does it open for everyone?
Yeah, anybody that tries to open it, it works.
What if this is a one-way door?
Or what if it opens into a different place than that from which we entered?
I'm just gonna take a copper piece and throw it through the door.
You take a copper piece, ding, 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 echoes a little bit, and then you start hearing a noise echoing down the corridor ahead. You hear this.
Oh boy.
I don't like that.
Whoops. Oh, sorry about that, everyone. Well,
And it's a copper piece.
let's
Okay.
go. Let's go in.
Well, that's the only way to go. We've gone everywhere. Huh?
Yeah. Let's just.
I want. Okay.
What's up, Magnus?
Have we gone through yet?
No, I mean, but what are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is, I need to examine. You said it's like the. It reminds me of a wizard lock.
That's right.
So I want to try to open it.
You open the door.
You open it?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Yeah. Sorry, Ross. I interrupted you.
you open the door. It opens without a problem.
Okay, and
We've
then
been doing this.
after I open it, is the same? Do I notice any change in the force that I sensed before?
Nope, it seems the same. And now these voices are just on the edge of the darkness. And you can declare spells. Whoops, I need that.
All right. Well, I'll do sleep because I've got them to use.
All right. Any other spells? It's right here on the edge of the darkness. I guess you could probably see him and be like that.
Oh. So you would know not to cast sleep then, probably. I mean, we can tell that they're making undead noises. Yes, they're making.
Oh yeah, I will turn.
Yeah, undead. It's no good. I'm out.
Okay. Turn undead. Okay. Roll a d6, please, Warren. House wins. You guys can go first.
Me too.
You can move your token if you're going to move, and if you're firing a missile, you can fire a missile.
So they're visible then? We can.
There are two of them that are visible at the edge of your light.
I will block the door at least.
Okay, so Locken is firing bows. One of them hits. Target's ascending armor class 13. Hits for 17 for 6 damage.
Nice.
All right, let's see. And then they are going to move. 2 of them manage to get up to the door. And the rest start to just like flood into this room. They're just like clambering, Night of the Living Dead, right? They're just like clambering over each other for your brains. Big pile of them.
Oh my gosh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 so far. 9 that we can see.
Golly.
All right.
Or 10.
Let's see here. So,
10.
that's the best they can do for move. It's your all's turn. Melee. Anyone doing a melee attack?
Stab.
Yep. Stab.
Folwin attacks from the second rank with his spear.
That's a hit.
It is a hit.
I do 4 damage.
See, Algar does 5. Algar, you slay one of them in the front rank. And I see that, okay, you do 4 damage to another one. And 12, he misses. I think, yeah, armor class 13. So, and then spells, turn the undead. They are 2 hit dice.
And 10 of them.
All right. 1, 2. Let's see. 1, 2, 3.
Do we get any
4, 5,
destroys?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Is it destroy 10?
No, I was just wondering.
All right. They all flee except for one of them. Who stays?
We can
And,
cope with one of them.
Yeah, I'll just...
That's for 160 minutes.
This one attacks Flanagan.
do your best.
Plus 2, 11 misses. Roll a d6. Oh, well, I'm sorry, spells.
Nothing here.
Okay. All right, roll a d6. Warren?
God, I keep forgetting to do that. Yeah.
That's all right. I call out the next part of the procedure. It's okay. You're not forgetting anything. Okay. And then, let's see. You all win. So, missile attacks this time could hit Flanagan. It doesn't move, and you can attack if you're doing a melee attack.
All right.
Bolin attacks from the second rank. Hits.
Number 1.
Hey, it's a big hit.
Oof, 10 damage, or 2 damage. Okay. And heavy mace. Is that with any, is that 12 to hit? Or is it got any...
Yes.
Okay, gotcha, alright. And whiff. Okay, so it looks like everybody missed. It once again tries to attack Flanagan. Misses.
I'm keeping it at bay with the length of my spear.
Let's just keep this. You guys go ahead and make your attacks.
Okay.
There we go.
Or
Hey,
Algar, you slay it.
Yeah, it's
Kill the thing. Oh, it's stuck in the door.
Yeah. Put my boot on its head to tear my spear back out of its skull.
Now, the sound of these creatures is now, further off, but obviously they're back there.
Let's follow them. Oh, sorry,
Yep.
that's not my call, but
Yeah, no, we gotta go. We gotta go this way. So let's just
Okay.
slaughter them all.
You enter here and poof, and the door slams shut behind you.
Figured.
I'm gonna try the door.
You cannot open the door.
oh,
Well, this is the mushroom road.
Yeah.
Indeed. In fact, it comes here and then it turns to the right. Now you can see, let me describe what you see here. There are, let's see here.
Oh boy. Man, this is a mapping chaos.
This map is straight up mean-spirited.
Okay.
It really is.
This
Hope you enjoy oblique angles.
This place smells horrible, like rotten meat. There are walls here. This is a, what do you call it? A place where the walls have sarcophagi in them. A mausoleum.
Or crypt.
Crypt, yeah. And many of the coffins are smashed, the caskets within the holes. There are rat corpses littering the floor and old bones. You see hunched, humanoid-esque forms that are pale against the light of Father Bloombad's holy symbol, hunched in fear of its light in the corner. And the room bisects here, going left and right, and then to the right here, the wall has collapsed as well. And you can see a cave back that way, in fact. And that is where the mushroom trail goes.
The cave?
Back cave.
That's right.
Well, I say we finish off the undead.
If we press them, they will turn against us. Do we have weapons suitable to remove them en masse?
Are they? I'm not too familiar with the spell, so do they become aggressive again after like a certain amount of turns being attacked, or after a certain amount of damage, or is it roll every turn?
I will rule that if you attack them, they'll defend themselves.
Okay. Well, then maybe it's best just to go towards the mushroom trail.
Sure.
If they come at us, then we'll just fight them that way.
Okay. Make a roll here. This cave goes on for some ways.
Oh wow, tracks right back up. Okay.
Until finally, it comes to, I don't know why this is a door, it wouldn't be, a jagged cave space, and then unusually large, heavy black stone steps. You have seen black stone steps like this once before. The entrance to the mouth of doom.
Up or down?
It goes down.
Beautiful.
Wow.
This is the way.
All right. Down we go.
Yeah, let's do it. Oof.
You know, gentlemen, under most circumstances, I would not be able to honestly say this. Certainly not of this place. But I'm having fun. And I'm glad I'm having fun with you all. This miserable place.
At least we're together.
Yeah.
Yes, I too am glad you're having fun.
Yeah, I'm glad someone's having fun.
Sadly unprepared, so this will be Theater of the Mind. I'm surprised. I thought I was. Let's see here.
It's always your time to shine, but now it's actually really your time to shine, Jay.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Let's do it. I'm just trying to pop off this map, what we got on this one.
I'm going to do a little bit here just to give you like a little bit of a hint of how it starts, and then once we get going, I will not be able to continue except via Theater of the Mind.
Will you describe the rooms a little bit in north-south?
I'll do the thing. Right. Okay. Just to get going here, and I'll kind of describe what you see and stuff. Does this map even work?
Wow.
You guys
Yep.
see? Okay.
Yeah.
So at the bottom of the dark black onyx stairs is a unimproved. It almost looks like a kind of a mine. Father Bloombad, your holy symbol is dimmed in this place. Oh, and this is actually pretty huge. I need to look this up. This is kind of... Sorry, we're getting into like higher level stuff, so like it's not as
Are we actually this small on the map? Like this is a very major tunnel?
no, it's probably, let me look. It's probably about 15 feet across. I'll give you some dimensions and stuff here in a second to go off of.
Okay. I think you're in the middle of something, Ross, but where did the stairs come out relative to where we are there?
Wow.
Oh God, I don't like anything you say.
Yeah, so this is what happens. You follow the dark stairs, and Father Bloombad, your light begins to dim in this place. And then your continual light spell on your holy symbol is extinguished. Even the light from the golden spear, once you finally reach the final step, is gone. And it looks as if the spear and the holy symbol have no power to them at all in this place. Any other spells active I should know about?
I don't have anything.
Gotcha. Yeah, now dimensions. So what you see here is a jagged and rugged tunnel, as if a mine. It's about 20 feet long. No, you're not this small. I just couldn't fit you all in here if I didn't. It's about 10 feet wide. 10 feet wide and 15 feet long.
Okay.
And
where did the stairs come out from where we are there, Ross?
Yeah, the stairs are behind you right here. The final black stair. It's back here.
Oh, or up to the north. Okay.
Yeah. And so anyways, you if you look down here, you see a T intersection, a kind of this ruined path, again, kind of like a mine, goes into some place where the wall collapses in some room, and then you see black but stained and faded floors with debris continuing on a hallway. This hallway to your left goes on. Actually, let me see if this distance is correct. It is not.
I got it worked out. You don't have to measure it.
Okay.
One thing. What is our source of light right now?
Someone...
Magnus has a lantern.
Okay.
And does that work?
The lantern works.
That works for us? Okay.
Just magic or divine.
Yeah. And anyways, that's what you see. Oren, what do you do from there?
Which way does the mushroom path lead us?
Good question. At this point, you have lost the mushroom path, and you're not sure where it is. You lost it on the stairs.
On the stairs. So there's some sort of magic dampening. My intuition would say the path that's been carved, that's been built, is the way to go. What says the rest of the party?
Yeah, I like that.
Well,
Well, we
Go
can
ahead.
see that both directions lead to a built-up place.
yeah, this could be the temple.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, either
My,
way, yeah.
here's a question. Regardless of whether I can see the mushroom trail, before I lost it, as we were going down the stairs, did I have a sense of how far and in what direction it continued to lead?
Yeah, you gain a sense like it was on the stairs, and then you're like, wait, at this point it's not familiar. Unfortunately, this isn't magic. This is where you could sense that you were. You knew at different points while you traveled on that network that you were in walls. So at some point while you were on the stairs, probably it disappeared into the wall. Or into cracks that a large font cannot see.
So you're saying we've gone beyond where I went then?
No, it's just where you went like through the wall somewhere and is off somewhere else.
Oh, okay. So did it go left or right through the wall?
Left. So
that would mean that to turn left from here, we might meet up with it, unless it was going further down.
Sounds like this is the way.
By my logic, if anybody trusts me.
So good to go east then is what you're suggesting?
East? Yeah. Yeah, that'd be our left.
Yeah. I mean, we're wandering and trying to find a evil temple, I guess, is the best we can do, honestly. But if you've got some directional stuff, that's great.
Yeah, well, what we're looking for is a bunch of ogre bodies, I suppose. Giant, large humanoids, anyways.
All right. This is the last of what I can provide just for tonight. Here is, if you go to your left, you let me see here. You see ahead in this hallway. It cannot. You don't see it here on the map, but there is a. Actually, I feel like I'm. Sorry.
Thanks. We're gonna get in over our heads at some point here. Maybe.
No, we're in.
That's the only way through. The moment we were lost was when that happened.
Right.
It's
I mean, just like we're gonna be at like level 8 stuff coming at us.
God, the light
through a lightless tunnel with no air to find our way out.
I feel like I need to probably revise this so that you all can see a little bit more.
I have got to take a wildly barking dog outside, so I will be back as soon as I can.
Okay. And there's no rush, by the way, Ross. Like this is great. If you want to take some time to do something,
I think we're good. So this is a long corridor here, and it terminates at the end of your light here at the end of this tunnel.
Right.
And then there is a collapse in the wall, and it becomes a cave again to your left.
All right. I'm suspicious about that dead end. What do you think?
Me. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dead ends. They tend to not go anywhere good. So probably up into the cave.
Sure.
All right.
Still heading in that eastward left direction.
Here we are now, Theater of the Mind.
Okay.
So, you turn left into the cave. It narrows to be about 7 feet wide. The cave is jagged. Rocks jut out of the walls. At points, you have to like lean into the rocks and step over them. This cavern space is about 20 feet long, running from where you turn left slightly to the northeast. After about 20 feet, it opens into a massive cavern space. This cavern is probably close to 100 feet east to west and 100 feet north to south. You can see all sorts of small caves or caverns snaking their way off the edge of this big open cavern. It's sort of like the cavern with the purple worm. Okay. I won't describe all the little paths that snake off. There are a bunch of them. But when Magnus returns, he would recognize this place because he has seen it before. And here, this mushroom path, although he didn't follow it, goes into a wide, long, open highway somewhere, leading into the gut.
Really?
This cavern is littered with stinking, festering, giant humanoid bodies.
Okay.
And what else? They have a pile of stuff that they have accumulated here that are set in sacks, burlap sacks of things in them that they've collected in a corner.
Well,
Want to check out the burlap sacks?
yeah.
Sounds good to me. See what they got.
All right. Who goes and there are? I should note these sacks are large, and there are 8 of them. They look like big sacks of potatoes or flour, misshapen with all kinds of stuff inside of them. Who goes and looks? What do you do?
Flanagan will go over.
I'll go.
And we probably have at least 2 light sources now. If the continual light, etc., aren't working, let's at least get 2 lanterns out. And Flanagan's happy to hold one.
I should hold one. You're a more potent fighter than I am.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll bust out my torch.
Algar, roll a d6.
I'm back.
Oh boy!
Just in time.
So Magnus, we're in the room, I think, with the large creatures. It's a big cave, and we may be close to the gut, where the gut is from here. They're all dead on the ground, and there are sacks lying on the ground of their belongings.
Wonderful.
And you do recognize again the path where you were and where it leads into the gut. Yes, Magnus.
Oh. Glory and wonder.
Who goes and looks at the sack? What do you do?
You guys over there.
Sacks. And I believe Flanagan was also going to look at the sacks.
Yeah.
Very well. Okay, Flanagan, you just look in the sack up top most of it?
Yeah, I mean,
Sure. Just work our way down.
you just start tearing them open with, unless they're good sacks, at least prying them open with
They're
dark
not.
spear.
All right, so you take Dark Spear and you pierce the uppermost sack. It splits open, and 3 festering giant dead rats spill out of it, their tongues lolling out of their mouth as they ragdoll out of the hole. And a moldy, disgusting, maggot-ridden giant wheel of cheese falls out, as well as what easily falls out after that is a bunch of gold, 150 gold pieces worth, 3 oil flasks, and a large, pretty rock that
Okay.
glimmers.
This is in one of the many sacks?
That's the sack on the top. And meanwhile, Algar, while he pierces the sack and, Magnus points out that the path continues off into a cave corridor back into the gut, the big underground highway. Algar, you see from a southern cave, you see torchlight. You see a group of people observe your presence, and then the torchlight recedes and retreats back into the darkness.
Someone's scouts saw us to the south. What do we do?
The path, though. I say if the path led in the other direction, then we just leave.
You don't check the other sacks.
Take the other sacks with us.
We should definitely. No, we're not.
I'm not worried about the sacks.
Roll
Do we want to run down these scouts?
No.
I'd rather look for the. Did they go in the direction that we think that we have to go?
No. So, and this is, don't use this for your mapping because this would be a poor. But let me kind of help illustrate it a little bit more, okay?
Yep.
Whoa! What is it doing? Roll 20. Come on, buddy. Come on, roll 20. That. Okay. All right. So let's say you came, here, and then there's this big open cave chamber, okay? And it snakes off in different directions. Well, this over here is where Magnus is able to point where the mushroom trail continues. And then there's some that snake off down here, and one of them, Algar, you saw one of them down here where torchlight appears, some faces, and then they kind of, you see them kind of chatter to each other quietly, and then they leave, and the torches disappear.
Nah, I think we just get going. If we know we're going,
the sacks are in a pile up here, and then there's just giant humanoids festering and rotten just everywhere around here. There's like, how many of them? There's a bunch, 8 of them. They're probably 10 feet tall each.
I'd like to search these sacks. That's my vote.
I think we should go as soon as we can.
We can always come back, I suppose, right? Like if we find the gut.
We're all quite heavy laden, and I mean, do we really expect them to have had magic items in the same sacks as dead rats? And
well, I'll pick up the gem
cheese?
at least that was in that top one. Okay.
Okay.
There was a nice stone, right?
It was it's a rock. Examining the rock, you see that it is an unpolished alexandrite. You think it's worth probably 1,000 gold pieces. It weighs 5 pounds.
Whoa.
5 pounds is a lot.
Okay,
How much did you say it was worth?
1,000 gold pieces.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
That's a good ratio. 200 GP a pound?
I'm into it.
On second thought, maybe we should check the.
That was just the first sack, the Magnus.
Do you guys?
As long as we're ready for a fight, I'm fine with going through sacks.
All right. Let me see where we're at.
One thing, do we have are your spells? Is the spear lighting now? Because if we've got no magic, maybe we should get out of here.
We've got no magic light.
The golden spear is dull. It appears to have no light to it here.
Okay, I don't know. It's sketchy.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
This place seems to suppress magical light.
Well,
yeah.
Well, it's not
perhaps
just
the light as well.
magical. You know what? I'm going to do an experiment. No, because I cast the spell in here.
Okay.
I cast Magnus's minor misconstruence in here.
Sure.
So
I think magic works. I think it's just the light that's suppressed.
Maybe. Well, I don't know. Do you have a spell? Can you test a? Just pop off a weak spell or something.
The only quote unquote there's really I don't have such a thing, my friend. Not to toot my own horn.
All right, I'm just gonna. Maybe we should stay then. I don't know. My vote is to stay.
Let's go around the table. Father Bloombad, take a turn to crack open the sacks, or leave.
I'll go with majority.
Very well. Algar.
Leave.
Okay. Flanagan.
Stay.
Oren.
I'd leave.
All right. Magnus, you're the tiebreaker.
Leave.
All right. I think we're at leave. Is that right? I think. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Finding and pocket the gem, or the big stone.
All right. You follow the path, and after some moving through a cave, you find something very familiar. A vast, long cave corridor. And you are now back in the gut.
Woo!
Now, from here, an interesting thing is, the ranger must use their ability, and it's very difficult, because how do you know if you should turn left or right?
Oh.
Good point.
It all comes down to an underground ranger tracking test.
Oh boy. Let me pull up the rules for that real quick. Character class, ranger, second page. Okay. The base chance to track is 90%, but each time the trail changes, there's a chance for the ranger to lose the trail and be unable to track it further. For turning down a side passage, 25% chance to lose the trail. Going through a door, 35% chance to lose the trail. Up or down through a trapdoor or ladder, 40% chance to lose the trail. Climbs a wall up or down, 50% chance to lose the trail. So, which of those probabilities for losing the trail feels most appropriate to you?
I thought there was a thing that you could affect it based on, I apologize, I think it's something on my end, but I'm making it player facing. I think we're talking about wilderness travel, but underground. I may also be messing up this rule system with some other ones.
Well, one of the exciting things about Swords and Wizardry is we have so many rules options to choose from for any given situation, and consistency is a secondary concern to diversity of thought.
I mean, if it's underground and the
the
trail doesn't.
Oh, go ahead.
I mean, I was just going to make an argument.
No.
Yeah.
I feel suddenly very confident about this. There are a few different factors. I won't go into all of it right now because it's boring. But what it comes down to is this. This is a ranger not getting lost check. Well, that's very simple. That's a 1 in 6 chance with Algar under all circumstances, and I don't modify it. That is the huge benefit to having a ranger. Huge benefit to having a ranger.
Awesome. So just don't roll a 1. Is that the deal?
That's it. That's the deal for Algar.
All right.
Most of the time, it never happens.
That's all you got to do.
Happens
Does
about
he-
50% of the time.
Should he even be the one to roll it then?
It must be
5,
him.
4,
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Nice.
2.
All right. Cool. You intuit to you should turn right, gaining
way.
a sense that that would turn you back to the west, which is where salvation lie. Now, in going west, the first thing that you come to the weird spiraling cavern that goes up where those creatures were with the plants, and you continue on, and at least you know where you are.
This is incredible. We've been here. I
Amazing.
feel safer already.
The first sanctuary you come to
Algar is just elated.
and this is actually where we will end unless you want to continue exploring the gut. But the first sanctuary you actually come to is probably not the one you would have picked, but it's better than nothing. Let me find it.
Oh boy. Oh, I
am
didn't think
so
we would find
chuffed
it
right
this
now.
easily.
Oh well, I once he gave us the mushroom trail,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
that
was
was a
awesome.
game changer.
it was
Yeah, that
all
was
just
fantastic.
All of a sudden, you can see the Skyrim compass pop up at the top of your screen. You're like, yes!
well, I was imagining more the Skyrim press. What is it? The free.
Uravok, you chitinous bastard! It's beautiful
Yeah.
to see you.
How long have you been gone? What?
Oh, too long.
Come in and take a seat. I'll have your food ready in a moment. He turns his cockroach back to you, his antenna twitching from in front of it, and you can smell extremely nice-smelling food made perfectly for you. And that is where we'll end the adventure for the night.